Check 1 2. Check 1 2. You say it.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, episode 15 of the Village Legends podcast. We are back. Cess, C Flash, episode 15, and we are feeling lean. That's right, baby. Here we go. A lot to talk about today. Some NFL news, some rookie debuts. MLB dog days of summer are here. We got a great boxing segment tonight. We might have a special caller for a wrestling segment tonight. A lot of good things going on, my brother C Flash. Why don't you kick us off tonight? Let them know what we're talking about, and let's roll, baby.
Welcome back, everybody. Episode 15 is definitely rolling, and we coasted and we getting popping. Right off the tracks, let's get right to it. All right. I'm glad everybody is able to tune in and listen. We're gonna start off with the NFL news, with the rookies and how they did this weekend. Also
Let's
with the
talk
top
about it.
10 QBs debate. I got some stuff to talk about with that as well. I just want to say that it was definitely a pleasure to actually see, to all those here. I just want to say to all those Shador Sander haters, he put on a show.
Yes, he did.
Mind you, even though it's exhibition and it's the preseason, yes, we get all that. We understand all that. But that young fella is showing that he belongs in the NFL, along with his brother. Actually, it's crazy because Shiloh's older than Shador. Y'all would never know that. So, but now you know. Now you know. And I know Pops was sitting on Pop Sanders, Dion, even though he's busy with Colorado and doing his thing with the camps and everything with his team. He sat there and he watched his boys put on the show. All I'm saying is, NFL world, get ready. Get ready for some excitement. Get ready for these young stars to rise. It's not even about just the Sanders boys or the Sanders family. These young fellas are coming in here straight out of college, ready to prove a point. And yes, they want these dollars.
That they do, my brother. That they do.
So let's get right to it real quick. Shador, he was in there for a brief moment, but he threw for two TDs in his debut, and the rest of his team looked pretty good. There's been some skepticism, or there was some controversy about that the coach might have said something, or he didn't give no credit to Shador, and it's like, let's be clear. Why would he do that? His job literally might be on the line. He's looking for a quarterback. And I've been saying it for a while, along with a lot of other people that know this. The Cleveland Browns just need a quarterback. They need a quarterback. And as soon as they get a quarterback, they'll be fine. What do you think?
I have to agree. That's been their problem for many years. They've had good players on both sides of the ball, but they've never had the guy to lead them. They thought they had their guy a couple times, but they never had him. Shador did his thing. Shador, you know what? You know what I like about Shador? There's some intangibles, man. Shador did some things just in that little debut.
Yeah.
And I know we can't put a lot of stock into it. It's a preseason, but my man played a long time. He played what, almost three quarters of the game?
He did. Yeah. He did his thing enough. Yeah. It might have been even 2 quarters.
Yeah.
But it was enough to show exactly what he can do. And the only way you're going to show what you can do is get more reps.
Exactly. And he threw balls in tight spots.
Yes.
He showed a lot of confidence. He showed a lot of guts.
Yes.
And what more can you ask for? A quick release. And he got sacked twice, but no big deal. I think sky's the limit for my man. I hope he does his thing. And I mean, it's a travesty. I agree with what's his name, Skip. Skip always talking about how everybody made a mistake passing on Shador. Of course they did. Of course they did. And he's going to show him. He's going to show him in due time. In due time.
It's just another example of stop letting politics run the NFL. Yeah. At the end of the day, listen, again, it's still early, folks. And we still have years to go. So each and every time.
Sorry about that.
So it's still early, folks. So each and every time we still get to see somebody get better and better and better. Now, mind you, again, the Browns, the Cleveland Browns, I'm sorry, still have a big time QB depth chart. So we're going to see who does what and who's trying to be the starter. Because that's what it really comes down to. You're not there just on that team just to be there. You want to be, the starter. Shout out to our New York Giants, Jackson Dart. You did a great job. Russell Wilson, you did a good job as well. The offense is moving. Again, these are just great signs that we're seeing. It's not something that we should be too crazy about. When week 1 of the NFL season starts, 2025-26, let's see how everything develops.
Absolutely.
But I'm happy for what I'm seeing as C Flash and Cess. We happy with what we're seeing thus far. And there's more to come. Again,
they're working hard. Working hard.
Let's see what happens.
Sure. How about our boy from the Big Blue Wrecking Crew, Jackson Dart?
Well, I just talked about him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Jackson Dart.
Tremendous.
Jackson Dart just did a hell of a job for us, and he passed over 100 yards, and he did his thing. He showed his athleticism. He showed that he could throw that football.
Yep.
He threw a nice pass that was like something that I seen when he was at Ole Miss. Jackson Dart is pro ready because of his head coach, which was Lane Kiffin at Ole Miss, and Lane Kiffin coached in the NFL and also did his own plays. He called his own plays. So Lane Kiffin had Jackson Dart pro ready already.
Nice.
And also Shedeur Sanders is in that same category because of Pat Shurmur. Pat Shurmur used to be the Giants head coach. Pat Shurmur is a long-time offensive coordinator. So therefore, I don't expect failure from none of these guys. Just give them the opportunity and protection from the offensive line.
Very true. Very true. I'm distracted because I can't see the comments, and I love to see what people are saying, and I can't figure out how to do it. But we'll get working on that, folks. What else we got in the NFL, my brother?
So we're gonna talk about so from the ESPN analyst Dan Orlovsky, former Lions backup to Matthew Stafford, he came up with his top 10 QBs for the 2025-2000 season, top 10. And I also, did I agree? I had some questionable head nods. Like, oh, yo, Dan, what you doing? So we going to go into his pick. He has Josh Allen at number 1 with the Bills.
Wow.
He has Pat Mahomes with the Chiefs. He has Justin Herbert with the Chargers. He has Lamar Jackson with the Ravens. He has Matthew Stafford with the Rams. Number 6 is Baker Mayfield with the Bucks. Number 7 is Joe Burrow with the Bengals. Caleb Williams, number 8, with the Bears. Michael Penix Jr., number 9 with the Falcons. Jordan Love with the Packers at 10. I came up with my own because, like, again, I respect Dan. Dan, you're a good guy, and I always see you, on ESPN, whether it's NFL Live, First Take, and believe me, Dan, you always have some views and you have your opinions, but that's part of your job. That's part of your job, and that's just like it's part of our job when we come and we might counteroffer it, but we're going to debate it. So, but I respect what you said, and you're going off of your own opinion, which pretty much this is my own opinion. So I'm going to tell you what my top 10 will be this year currently in the NFL. I want to definitely say it's definitely number 1 is Patrick Mahomes. Number 2 is Josh Allen. Number 3 is Joe Burrow. Number 4 is Justin Herbert. Number 5 is Lamar Jackson. Number 6 is Matthew Stafford. Number 7 is Baker Mayfield. Number 8 is Jordan Love. And number 9 is Caleb Williams. 10 is Michael Penix Jr.
Wow, that's a great list, brother.
I mean, I had to definitely unscramble what you put together, Dan, because again, it's all on our opinions. Now we can sit there and debate it all day on why you see what you see, but you got a lot of the young boys up there, the young fellas that they don't got enough time in to put them. For instance, you have Caleb Williams at number 8, okay, over Jordan Love. All right, I get it. Jordan seems like he's a little shaky, but Jordan's on his way. He's on his way. You got Baker Mayfield ahead of Joe Burrow. Crazy. Dan, please make it make sense, because that ain't making no sense. Dan, I respect you, Dan, but that's not making a bit of damn sense. Matthew Stafford also ahead of Joe Burrow. That's rough. I love, and you know what, Dan, you've gone on in the past, you've definitely gone on air and said, your love and admiration for Matthew Stafford, because all them years that you had a relationship, when y'all played in Detroit, and I respect that. You always big up Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford is a hell of a quarterback. Don't get me wrong, but there's certain, with your certain pick, I'm just like, wait a second, whoa, I love Justin Herbert. I think Justin Herbert is a beast. But again, Joe Burrow should be ahead of Justin. Okay? So, we had to fix a couple of those things, Dan, because it just wasn't making any sense, certain things that you put up there. And again, that's my opinion. See, Sess, what do you think?
I'm surprised. I mean, you imagine like 3 years ago, would you put Baker Mayfield on the top 10 list? Like a few years back or whatever. That's something, man. That's something right there in itself. Is it because the league is weak in quarterbacks right now? Would you say?
I believe that it's
elite at the top. I mean, the top 3, 4 guys. You know who those guys are.
There's enough talent,
yeah,
to make sure that you don't come off with a certain top 10. I'll say that. No disrespect to anybody, but there is enough talent to get the top 10 correct. Would it be an ever accurate top 10? I don't know.
It's all opinion at the end of the day, but a lot of these guys.
There's a lot of good quarterbacks.
Yes.
A lot of good quarterbacks.
Yes. But I don't know. I mean, I see names like Michael Penix and, even Caleb Williams, Jordan Love, and I'm like, man, are those the elite of the game? I mean, they're not on the level of Mahomes, Allen, to me. Mahomes, Allen, Lamar Jackson, Burrow. I feel like they're like a cut above.
Michael Penix is going to be a sleeper.
Yeah.
He took the job from Kirk Cousins.
Mm-hmm.
Kirk Cousins got a big deal, a good signing deal from Atlanta Falcons. So for them to just say, hey, Kirk, you're going to have to sit down. We're going to go with the rookie. That lets you know that he's really, really ready. So at the end of the day, get ready. We'll Caleb Williams, you got a new offensive coordinator that came, and he's your new head coach as well. He came from the Detroit Lions, and he's been successful for a couple years. Caleb, we expect big things from you. Again, this is Dan Orlovsky's list, and I just had to, rescramble some things. I like the top 10 names that I threw out there. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you got a top 10, but at the end of the day, it is what it is.
Yeah, no, I mean, I give you my top 5. I would go Mahomes, Allen, I go Lamar after him, Burrow, and then I go Herbert right there. That would be my top 5. The next 5, I mean, to me are like almost interchangeable in my opinion. But I feel like those 5, they're like just a little bit of cut above the rest. You know what I'm saying, brother?
Well, I mean, again, I have no problem with your top 5. Yeah. Everybody is entitled to their opinion.
That's what it is.
But the best part is we can debate it.
Yep.
If we need to get into stats and all that other stuff, but do we really need to do that? No, it's not that type of episode where we're going to do all of this.
Yeah.
I also want to get into congratulations to Tom Brady, the GOAT. They over at Gillette Stadium with the New England Patriots, they put a statue of him up, which is guaranteed that should happen because he is that dude, you know, and what he did for New England and the New England Patriot fans, yes, it was just a matter of time. I knew they were working on it once he left. They were working on it. A promise made by owner Robert Kraft to do so, and it was quite overwhelming from Tom Brady. Those are the words that he said. It was quite overwhelming. Again, you know, you got to applaud that. I think that's great because he is the GOAT. And, you know, we come from all of us, you know, me and Seth, we grew up in a different era where sometimes our debates was who was the best. And at one time we all agreed it was Joe Montana. But what Tom Brady did, you got to give that man his flowers. You got to let it be known he is the GOAT of all, you know, that is Tom Brady.
That's true. You also got to mention that Eli Manning beat him twice.
Yes.
I mentioned that. All right.
Eli.
Let's go, baby. Anything else in the NFL, my brother?
No, I don't think so, my brother. I don't think so. Also, real quick, Roger Goodell, the commissioner of the NFL, folks, to all those who are fans, again, to all those who are fans of flag football, it is going to be part of the Olympics.
Wow.
Yes. In 2028 Olympics, it will be joining the Olympics. So the NFL season kicks off September 4th in 2025. And I just want to just say that, you know, I think that's awesome that Roger Goodell has made this, you know, this connection even happen. You know, flag football is becoming global now. I'm like, it's crazy. And in this country, it actually, you know, kids are being looked at already by colleges from flag football. So, you know, it was a great move, great transition. And again, I applaud the move, Roger Goodell. Great job. Great job.
Great job. Great job.
And that's it for now, my brother.
Awesome. Awesome. NFL, I mean, you know, it's year round. It's only the preseason, a lot more to go. Next up, Major League Baseball, my brother. And this is a tough one for me this week, man. So I know you got some stuff to talk about in Major League Baseball. I'm going to talk about one thing today. And I'm going to talk about our New York Mets, my brother. All right. I got to talk about it because something's got to give. I got the Mets on. I got the war paint on.
The banner right behind us.
Yep. Because it's time to go to war. And I don't know. I know it's the dog days of summer, guys. I know it's the dog days. But it's time to wake up. It's time to get your heads out of your butts. And it's time to start playing winning baseball. And I'm talking to you, Francisco Lindor. I'm talking to you, Brandon Nimmo. And I'm talking to you, Sterling Marte and Jeff McNeil and Ronnie Mauricio and Kodai Senga. Kodai Senga had Kodai Senga pitched the other day. He got 2 swing and misses, bro. 2 swing and misses. You know who else could get 2 swing and misses? You and me.
Yeah.
We could get 2 swing and misses if we got up there and pitched the ball. Kodai. We could do that. You know? Brandon Nimmo, you're striking out lately at a 50% clip.
Yeah.
You know who else could do that? Me and you could do that.
Correct.
We could get out there and do that, Brandon.
Correct.
Yo, give me 10 at-bats in the major leagues. I'll strike out 5 times just like you, bro. I will. You might hit more homers than me, but I'll strike out 5 times just like you. You guys got to step it up. It's time. New guys who just came on the team, you're here for a reason too. Don't get comfortable. Let's go. Prove your worth. Show why you're here. Let's go. And I don't want to hear people blaming Mendoza. Mendoza's a good coach. He's got respect. He makes good moves out there.
We got to respect him.
Yep. His players got to perform. They got to perform. You guys cannot be out there. It looks like you're dogging it, first of all. I don't know about you, but it looks like kind of they're dogging it sometimes. I know they're trying. I know they're pressing. I don't want to beat them up too much, but yo, enough is enough, boys. It's time to step it up and let's go and let's make a move. And my brother, help me out here. What is going on? Talk to me. Talk me off the ledge, my brother. What's going on with our boys?
Well, you know, as far as also you named Brandon Nimmo and a couple of players, they've gone, you know, they've had their little post interviews from the games, and they've come out and said it that they know they're stinking up. You know, they're looking bad. They know they're stinking it up.
They've been accountable.
And Brandon Nimmo says, you know, listen, he said it. I gotta play better. You know, the slump is real. You know, at the end of the day, Do we expect? Scratch all of that. Baseball is one of the most humbling sports in the world. It is a humbling sport. For those who just think that you could go to the plate and hit the ball and hit it consistently, shout out and rest in peace to him, Tony Gwynn. That was probably one of the ones that could do that. Mm-hmm. It's unfortunate that that's not the case no more. But exactly what you're saying, I don't want you to be on a ledge, my brother, because this is something
too long, man. Let's go.
We've been Mets fans for way too long. We understand how this thing works, and I don't see it slipping away from us. They're just going through some stuff. We again, outside speculation. Oh, there must be something going on in the locker room with the players. They might not be getting along with Soto. I don't think it's nothing like that. I just feel that these guys have taken a foot off the gas.
Yes.
And each and every one of them said it, even with Pete Alonso, that we motivate each other. We believe in each other. That makes me feel confident within the New York Mets system and organization.
I like the positivity, my brother. Keep it up. I need it.
But again, it's getting so. Listen, we got to stop this hate because, one of our own partners, good friend of ours, Rube. I ain't want to do this, but I got to do it. Listen, these sources that where you get your sports source and all that, at the end of the day, you had us, like all of us, it was a debate. It was a quick debate when we talked about it earlier today on a group chat. And it was just like, wow, my response was, I didn't see it coming that manager Mendoza was fired. So do not believe any of the gossip or the outside noise, of manager Mendoza being fired. He's not been fired. He's still currently our manager. New York Mets fans, New York Mets nation. He's still there. Now, the question is, how long? Mm-hmm. Because this is a business.
I hate to hear that. You're right. I mean, they got rid of Willie. Remember, they got rid of Willie.
Yes, they did.
Doing his thing.
Yes, they did.
Shout out to Ruben Guerrero, a.k.a. the Stunt Man. He'll be on here one of these days. Give us a call in. Yeah, man. So, listen, that's all I got. I love my Mets, but they've lost 11 of 12. They're the streakiest team ever. It's time to step it up. We know it. Yes. I know you got a couple more awesome tidbits in baseball, brother. Take it away, man. What do you got?
Real quick, we also I'm just amazed of watching today's stars in baseball. We got to mention the Shohei Ohtani. He just hit 41 home runs, and if we look back at, since he's came into baseball, the kid is just a phenom. Absolutely. Shohei is doing it the right way. He's not. They haven't found any PEDs in him.
Nope.
Shohei is literally just been born to play baseball. The kid is just that good. And when I say kids, because I'm a lot older than Shohei. So I'm saying kid not to disrespect him, but it's saying, hey, wow. I was like, where is this coming from? And we also want to give a shout out to, and not trying to sound biased, but to Pete Alonso. Pete Alonso has 26 home runs. He's one away from actually being the Mets all-time home run leader. And Pete has always, it seems like Pete, since he came into the league in 2019, he's made it look easy hitting home runs. Mm-hmm. As anyone who knows Pete Alonso, look at the home run derby. Look what he's done with his home run derbies. So again, these guys are crushing baseballs, and it's just like, it's amazing to watch. That's why it's not even about the home runs, but it's just, I've always been a baseball fan, mm-hmm. but watching these young stars do what they're doing is amazing.
Totally agree, brother. Totally agree. You listen to this stat. You want to hear something crazy? This is Shohei Ohtani, Babe Ruth comparison, guys. Listen to this. Shohei, in his first 674 games played, 159 home runs. Babe Ruth, in his first 674 games played, 160 home runs, neck and neck, right? Now, they're both pitchers too, right?
Yes.
They both pitch. Yeah. First 455 innings pitched. Shohei, record, 35 wins, 18 losses, okay? Babe Ruth, 455 innings pitched, 5 wins and 19 losses. Almost exactly the same. It's almost like Babe Ruth reincarnated almost. It's amazing. It's crazy. Shout out to Shohei, one of the nicest guys in the league, and Pete Alonso too. For the most part, he's always been considered a great guy, and he's got 96 ribbies or whatever right now. So shout out to Peter. He ain't been the problem really. We're getting Pete Alonso. That's what we're getting. You know what I mean? Pete. We're not getting Lindor. We're not getting Nimmo. We're getting most of Soto, not all the way Soto. No. We're not getting Vientos. Yo, Vientos, I was your boy last year, man. Where you at? Let's go, man.
It's not a lie. It's not a lie. Cess has been behind Vientos. Listen, Village Legends podcast, viewers, listeners, listen.
Yeah,
my man has been backing up Mark Vientos. There's been debates that I've had with him, and I said, no, I don't know if he's the right guy, Cess, and he's been sticking with him. I was with Beatty. I stood by Beatty.
Yeah.
I stood by a couple other people.
Mm-hmm.
But Vientos, to what he did, let everybody know, and he put everybody in Major League Baseball on notice that he is a talent. And Vientos, I don't doubt you. You're gonna figure it out. Just keep doing what you're doing. Mets players, let's go.
Let's time, baby.
Go. It's time now to start showing everybody just how great you guys are. Let's go.
That's it, my brother. Great baseball segment today. We're going to switch it over to women's basketball, the WNBA, one of our favorite leagues, of course. Going through it in some ways this year, but talk to him, my brother. I know there's some good stuff going on. There's some rough stuff going on too, so talk to him. See,
well, it's WNBA and a little bit also of NBA as well, folks.
Nice, even better.
The WNBA right now, for all those that are Indiana Fever fans and the Caitlin Clark Nation fans, I'll say they're struggling. They're going through it. The injuries seem to have played a major part with the Indiana Fever. Do I believe, and I know that we are fans as well. We said that on our previous episodes that we are fans of WNBA.
Yes.
It's just unfortunate that pressure can burst pipes, and when you constantly when you're not even resting, and you're just constantly saying, "Hey, I got to work out. I got to do this. I got to do this. I got to do that." The demand as a professional athlete is serious. So I want to, just give a shout out to Sydney Colson, Ari McDonald. They're out for the rest of the season, and they were guards, I believe. Colson tore her ACL. McDonald broke her bone in her right foot, and Caitlin Clark is still out as of right now. I believe I had seen it was maybe indefinitely with her because she has so many injuries going on within herself that they're trying to get her to recover. She's not out for the season though. So we're not trying to scare any of the Indiana Fever fans or Caitlin Clark fans. She hasn't been ruled out for the season. But, again, do they have a chance? We shall see. We shall see.
Injuries happen. It's tough. We'll see what happens there. One thing I want to say about the WNBA has been some crazy shenanigans going on from the crowd lately. Listen, all you nerds in the crowd that feel the need to throw stuff on the court, some nasty stuff too. We're not going to talk about it. We're not going to tell you what's what, but please chill out. They had to ban bags from coming in now. They might even have to go to further measures. Let them ladies play ball. Leave them alone. And just if you're not there to watch the game, go home and do something else with your life, please. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. But
I agree. I just think this is getting out of control.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you guys do not have to show up at these games and be disrespectful.
No.
At all. Just stay home. Don't even go in there and show whatever you call it. Because that's just disrespectful. What's been going on in WNBA games.
Have you ever done anything like that? Like throw something on the field of play or something like that?
No, the most I've ever did is just bite a boot and and we enjoy doing that. We just let it be known. But at the same token, we got to understand that these professional athletes are human beings as well. And if you throw something at them, you better expect a retaliation. As we seen years ago from Ron Artest. So be careful what you do. There's a point where people don't even care about their contract.
Mhm.
They're human beings first.
Yep.
They're men and women who say, hey, we're not going to take that. You're not going to disrespect us. We've been there and we've seen that before.
No doubt about it, my brother. No doubt about it.
So everybody take a back seat, chill out, stop the nonsense. That's all I'm saying, because be careful what you ask for. I just want to jump on the NBA real quick. On September 6, 2025, the Naismith Hall of Fame will induct Carmelo Anthony, a 10-time NBA All-Star, 3-time Olympic gold medalist, and member of the NBA 75th anniversary team.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Dwight Howard, 8-time NBA All-Star, NBA champion, 3-time NBA Defensive Player of the Year.
Wow.
WNBA greats such as Sue Bird, Maya Moore,
mm-hmm.
and Sylvia Fowl. NBA Chicago Bull coach and 2-time NCAA champion Billy Donovan.
Okay.
Won 2 national titles with the Florida Gators. Nice. And he's currently with the Chicago Bulls. General manager partner Mickey Arison and longtime NBA referee Danny Crawford. Mm-hmm. We just want to give a round of applause to everybody that just got the nod the Naismith Hall of Fame.
Great list, man. That's a great list of basketball talent right there.
And the names that they definitely that are entering, I look forward to watching that ceremony, because they're going to have some things to say. And that's the best part, is when now you've made it to the Escalon, I want to say. Am I saying it right?
The echelon.
The echelon.
The upper echelon.
They've made it to the la creme and la creme. Now that their career is over, they can literally say, hey, which you can't say nothing about me now.
That's right.
I'm a Hall of Famer.
Yep.
So that's going to be awesome to see. We want to definitely pay mind to that as well. Want to get into boxing news. Ding, 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 ding.
Here we go.
So, real fast, Village Legends podcast listeners, boxing, Terrence Bud Crawford tells ESPN, Monica McNutt, who interviewed him recently, he will be sharp and have all his twos ready versus Canelo. I don't doubt that. I
hope so.
We've had our discussions, and he's going with who he's going with, and I'm going with who I'm going with. Yep. So I just want to say that everybody right now is met in the middle. Mm-hmm. There's the Canelo fans and there's the Crawford fans, and I just want to see a great fight. As a boxing fan, I want to see a great fight, but I just feel that it's going to be a lot of people let down because Terrence Bud Crawford out of Omaha, Nebraska, is no joke. And everybody could sit there and say, well, he's too little, he's this, that, he hasn't fought nobody. When we revisit the Spence fight, before all of that, I seen how talented Terrence Crawford was. But when he fought Errol Spence, it was more of so much dominance that the hype didn't even match the dominance. It was just that good, or Terrence was just that good, and he let everybody know, hey, keep that talking, put it away. Terrence is like, yeah, basically, after that, he didn't have to say much. Everybody realized he is the pound for pound #1 fighter in the world. And so there is changes on that as well. I want to get into that.
Real quick on that. Was Terrence, was he that good, or was Errol Spence just not as advertised? I'm just saying.
That's a good question. I mean? That's a good question. I would say that Errol, it's like more of the Mayweather and Pacquiao, but we can't compare that because they're both in their primes. Errol Spence is in his prime.
Yeah.
Terrence Crawford is in his prime.
Right. So basically, he just showed he's that much better.
Yes, he showed that he's that much talented. Yes, did Errol Spence get into a car accident that flipped 7 times? Yes, it did. Yes, it did. But he still came back to still win titles. So that lets you know that, hey, okay, the effect, he took time off from boxing from, but he still came back with skills. So therefore, hey, you know, when that fight took place with Errol and Crawford, there was no excuses.
Yeah,
I won't take none. I won't allow anyone to even bring excuses to me. Terrence Crawford is serious. A lot of people keep saying, well, you know, Canelo's at his natural weight fighting here. No, Canelo was not a natural 168er. Canelo started, I believe, as a 154 super welterweight champion, if I'm not mistaken, who fought Floyd Mayweather, and Floyd basically gave him a lesson. At the end of the day, we will see on September 13th who will be giving who a lesson.
We'll see. I mean, Canelo, you would say, though, is better today than he was when he fought Mayweather.
Oh, Canelo, hands down, is one of the best fighters in boxing history. I would never, ever doubt that. It's just, I feel that, you know, it's this type of fight, their styles, you know, they always say styles makes fights, but I will say this. Don't be shocked on what we all witnessed September 13th, folks. Real quick, I also mentioned about the pound for pound list. You know, I want to talk about that because at the end of the day, I want to give everybody pretty much an up to date as to who is on top of boxing right now in the world. We start with the heavyweight champion of the world, the undisputed champion of the world, Alexander Usyk, who is 24-0. Terrence Crawford, 41-0. Nayu Inu, 30-0. They call him the monster. He is a beast. Dmitry Bivol, who beat Canelo, he's 24-1. He's also, I believe he's an undisputed champion as well. Artur Beterbiev, Beterbiev, he fought Bivol and beat Bivol. So
that's his loss.
Yes. Yep. So these guys, you know each other very well. Canelo Saul Alvarez, he is 63-2 with 2 draws. I want to go back to that real quick because one of those draws was versus Triple G. I will go on record, and I just hope everybody can hear me and don't take it personal because boxing is my love. Triple G beat Canelo. When they gave that draw, I had words with friends of mine that, you know, close friends and people that are boxing fans that feel that they're boxing analysts. Triple G beat Canelo. I feel that draw was a political move, and they robbed Gennady Golovkin, and that was just sad. That's the things that we keep seeing in boxing today, and it has to stop. I'm hoping it stops in the future because you're robbing us of this, you know, seeing a good boxing match and watching a winner, the real winner. Jesse Rodriguez number 7, 22-0. Shakur Stevenson, 24-0. Shakur just had a tough fight, and he showed everyone, because including myself, because honestly, you know, I love the fact that Shakur is repping Jersey, and that's number one. Shakur, I was a little bit questionable on how you really were going to be in the future, my man. I'm not gonna lie to you, but you showed your toughness and your grit, and you know, one day hopefully we'll have Shakur on the show. Shakur, if you're out there listening or you see this, you know, please let us know, because we definitely welcome you, Shakur. We want to definitely get your knowledge on the boxing world and who you think your top 5 is, and, you know, also to talk about what you think, you know, Crawford is going to do. I've seen in the past that you're riding with Terrence. And I respect that because you gave your points as to why.
Absolutely.
I'm Gervonta Davis, 30-0 with one draw. And his draw came up against Lamont Roach. Real quick, this is before I even continue. But you know what? No, let me continue. Devin Haney's number 10. And he's 32-0. When I see 32-0, I'm starting to think that they might have took back the loss versus Ryan Garcia. Because Ryan Garcia was found maybe, because of the extra substance that might have been inside his
in the system,
his blood or in his system. But to me, I get it, but it wasn't like Margarito, who had plastered concrete on his hands, folks. Plastered concrete on his hands. Ryan Garcia physically beat the hell out of Devin Haney.
Yeah, he did.
And I'm trying to think of Devin Haney's dad's name. Bill. Y'all could take this to court all you want. Y'all will probably win. I don't give a rat's ass. Devin Haney got his ass whooped. And that's just the bottom line. By one punch. Ryan beat him with the left hook. And that's the crazy part. Your son got floored. Y'all need to stop trying to hype stuff up. But I understand it. So I'm wrong. Keep hyping it up. Because that's what is going to bring money to these fights. That's what's going to bring the pay-per-views. So I'm not mad at y'all. Keep doing what you do. There's got to be a good guy. There's got to be a bad guy. Mm-hmm. That's what makes
that's what sells tickets.
Fans to tune in. Mm-hmm. All right? But your son got his ass whooped, Bill. And y'all need to face the facts. Devin, you got your ass whooped. I want to go and talk briefly about Gervonta Tank Davis. He is not going to be fighting this month. It has come out that Gervonta is fed up with boxing. And that allegedly also that he's just going to sit back on his money, on his earnings. And as it gets lower, he'll come back to boxing. Tank, you're another young guy. And I've on previous episodes, I've talked about it with Adrian Broner. Tank, we all know because, stuff comes on the airwaves, your legal issues, domestic violence. I'm not here to throw daggers at you or judge you. Tank, you are one hell of a talented boxer. And at the end of the day, because I'm a boxing fan, I wish the best for you, brother. And I hope that you can, take this time out, go fishing, spend time with your family, and get your mind right. You are a talented boxer. And we're going to miss you for this time being. Hopefully it's temporary, but it's also time for you to get right. So take all the time you need, Tank. I know the pressure is they knocking on your door saying, hey, we could offer you this much, we could offer you that much. Tank, when you're ready, come back. Just don't wait 3 years, brother, because it'll be too late. It will be too late. Sess?
I mean, I'm one of his biggest fans, man, in the ring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I hope he does get himself right. Like you said, take your time, man. Come back when you're ready. Get that money. The bags are out there for you all over the place. There's a lot of fights waiting in the wings for you, brother. So get yourself right and get back out there to entertain and do your thing.
And also to touch back what you're saying, Turkey Alakish is got the money. So for all y'all boxers that are coming up, I'm not trying to sway y'all to Turkey's way, but Turkey got the money. And Dana White just signed a deal with Paramount.
Yep.
Worth how much?
7.7 billion with a B. 7 years.
Wait. We got a chance on this one. All right.
Billy. Great job. Paramount, CBS, TKO, the owner of UFC, they are just caking left and right.
There's money out here, folks. There's money out here. Don't think that there ain't no money. There is global money. There's international. If that's the same, then hey, I stand corrected. But there's money in the States, in this country alone. The money's real.
Yep. Yes, indeed.
So I just wanted, touch bases on that. That's pretty much. Wait, what do we got to talk about here with the boxing segment? Oh, okay, yeah. So we're gonna spin off the boxing segment real quick, and we're gonna touch bases on wrestling.
Oh yeah, we're gonna cap it off here. Our young viewers and guys, first of all, we got production issues tonight. We're not able to have the live chat. I don't know how to do it. We don't have that technological skill that we need. Once we get our producers in line, they're in here somewhere. They'll help us out for next time, and we'll get you guys back on the live chat. But anyway, once it is up officially, please get yourself into the chat room, and we will try to respond to all the chats out there. So without further ado, I know that Monday Night Raw is on right now, and your nephew Noel, wants to call in, and we're gonna give nephew Noel his segment, his wrestling segment. He calls it his WWE segment, and he's gonna tell us what's going on and what to look for. Talk to him, nephew.
No. What's up? You're on the air. How you doing? All right, so you give us the rundown of what's going on wrestling. Here's your time, all right? So we gonna let you talk, okay?
Talk to him.
Go ahead, speak.
So right now we have John Cena versus Logan Paul at Clash of Paris.
Oh, big one.
We're gonna talk about Clash of Paris right now. So
go.
John Cena versus Logan Paul at Clash of Paris, and Naomi is defending her title, her Women's World Championship, against Stephanie Vicker.
La Primera, that's right.
At Clash of Paris. Also, we might have Seth Rollins versus LA Knight for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Ooh.
So we might also have Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre.
Ooh.
Okay.
And
that's a good one.
And Nikki Bella versus Becky Lynch for the Women's Intercontinental Championship.
Wow.
Let's see.
Very nice, bud. We got some good ones there. You know, my man is Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare.
Yeah.
The grandson of a plumber. Very nice, buddy.
Hey, don't know.
Yeah.
So who's your best wrestler right now? Who's your top dog?
Jey Uso.
Oh, the Yeet Man himself.
Wait, say it again?
The Yeet Man. Go Yeet.
Jey Uso.
Yeet.
Jey Uso.
Give us Jey Uso, one of the Uso brothers.
Jey Uso, okay.
Noel, take us out with a yeet, my brother. Go ahead.
Yeet.
Attaboy. Thank you, brother. Noel, thanks. We'll talk to you next time on the show. Thanks for calling in, little man.
Thank you, No. We'll talk later.
All right. Noel giving us the Clash in Paris preview. Good for him. He did his thing. He might be a regular. He's got skills.
Hey,
yes, sir.
I believe we might have to add my nephew on the show, folks.
Yes, sir.
A lot more.
A couple cameos. Yes, sir. Guys, thanks so much for joining us for episode 15. I can't believe it's been 15 already, brother. We killing it out here. Guys, please, we apologize, no comments tonight, but once we go off and it gets uploaded, please drop all the comments you want from any part of the show, and we'll do our best to get back to every single one of you. Thank you very much for joining us for episode 15. My brother C Flash, take us out as only you can, my brother.
Yeah, thank you to all the Village Legend podcast listeners. Forgive us for any technical difficulties. We will make sure we get things right. And as always, have a safe and productive week. Be blessed. And as always, think sports.
Peace.